Hi, Erica Boucher here, and we are setting up for a yoga class here at beautiful Mead Gardens. The thing I want to encourage you to do is to modify as you need to and make this practice work for your body. Be gentle with yourself, take breaks in child's pose as often as you need to, and no matter what, more than anything, make sure you have fun. So let's get started. Okay, so I think I want to start off standing today. So let's come to standing. The front edge of the mat. So let's bring our feet to about hip width apart and parallel. So the outer edges of the feet are parallel. And go ahead and pull up on the toes and kind of spread out the toes just like you spread out your fingers. And then root down through the four corners of both of your feet. So we can rock forward onto the balls of the feet, and back onto the heels, and forward and back, and maybe even side to side. And you start to wake up all the nerve endings in the feet, just feeling your connection with the ground beneath you. So make the connection as if you're plugging into Mother Earth. Let's take a deeper breath now. Inhale, take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let's sigh it out. And another releasing breath, inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And one more time. And now with your mouth closed, let's continue to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Nice long deep breaths. Breathing deep into the belly, all the way up into the ribs, all the way up into the chest. Just one long deep breath in. And as you exhale, exhale from your chest, and then your ribs, and your belly. Pulling your navel in towards your spine as you really empty on that out breath. And inhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. And continue to breathe this way, letting your breath find a deep, steady, rhythmic pattern. A pattern that you can maintain in a consistent way all the way through the practice. We never want to compromise the breath for the asana, for the pose. So if you feel like you're holding your breath, make sure that you back off a little bit so that you can breathe deeply into whatever it is that we're doing. So allow your breathing to get even deeper, even richer now as the muscles involved with breathing are warming up and loosening up. And bring your awareness back to your feet. And start to let the energy travel up your legs as you wake up your legs. So start to hug the muscles in around the bones and lengthen those muscles at the same time, finding this balance between strength and length in your legs. Let your tailbone lengthen toward your heels, engaging your lower abdominals. Expand across your chest, let your shoulders relax down your back. Let your chin be parallel to the ground and relax your jaw. And in your mind's eye, see your spine like a string of pearls. And on your next in-breath, create more space between each pearl, lengthening. And as you exhale, breathing out any tension that might have been there. On your next in-breath, let's bring the hands together into prayer, thumbs resting very gently against your sternum. And take a moment to check in with yourself and listen for an intention for your practice. So maybe your intention is to gain some new awareness about yourself and about your body here today. Maybe it's an opportunity to practice being gentle and kind with yourself. Maybe your intention is just to have fun, and maybe it's all of the above. On your next in-breath, let's sweep those arms out and up, hugging the shoulder blades together, looking up, reaching up. Exhale, bring your hands back down to your heart. Inhale, send those arms straight up and out, hugging the shoulder blades together. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back. And again, as you hug the shoulder blades together, expand across the chest and extend your arms back, feeling that stretch across your chest and into your shoulders. Breathing here, tucking your chin, breathe into the back of your neck. Inhale, lift your chin to the sky, open your throat. Good, coming back to a neutral spine. Let's soften the elbows, bring your hands over to your left hip, and lower your left ear toward your left shoulder. And maybe you make little micro movements forward and back, exploring what's happening in the side of your neck. Good, and then inhaling back, extend those arms back, open up the heart, and exhale, bring your hands to the other side. Bring your right ear toward your right shoulder. Exploring. Good. Inhale, extend those arms back once again. Exhale, releasing, and then inhale, let's reach those arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, turn and press the palms up, and draw those arms back by your ears, maybe even behind your ears. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen a little bit more. And as you exhale, release the arms and let's fold forward, leading with the heart. So soften your knees here, because we're still warming up and the hamstrings are probably a little bit tight, unless you're Callie. So soften the knees here, both hands come to the mat. Relax the back of your neck. And just feel the energy traveling up the backs of your legs. So starting to warm up the hamstrings. To help with this, soften your left knee, isolate the stretch in your right leg. Breathing into that formation. And then move the stretch to the other side. And to the other side. Moving it from side to side. Pace that feels good for you, moving with the breath. Good, and then stretching both legs. On your next big in-breath, hug the shoulder blades together, leading with your heart. Come all the way up, take up lots of space here, and exhale, lower your hands to your heart. Inhale, again, send those arms straight up. Hug the shoulder blades together, open the heart, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. You can either bring your hands up your shins or fingertips on the mat if you're comfortable enough in the backs of your legs. Inhale, deep breath, exhale, fold forward. Good. Take a few deep breaths here. Notice how you're feeling. On your next in-breath, let's step the left foot back. So I'm mirroring, so you guys don't need to worry about that. So pressing into that back heel, let's go ahead and lower that back knee. Sinking into the hips, lift the heart. And let the shoulders keep sliding down your back. Inhale, let's reach those arms up. As you exhale, drop the shoulders down your back. Breathing into this here. Feel the hips opening a little bit more. Maybe you are able to sink a little bit deeper. And then as you exhale, let's lower and place the left hand on the mat. So there you go. Don't worry too much about it. We'll figure it out. So rotating to your left, let's reach that left arm up. Maybe I won't mirror going forward. It's just going to be more complicated with you next to me. So inhale, take a deep breath, expand across the chest. Draw the shoulders down your back, breathing into this. If you want more of a challenge, lift the back knee and press into the back heel. Or keep the back knee lowered, whatever works for you. Breathing into the twist, loosening up your spine. Just keep exploring what feels good for you this morning. Inhale, exhale. Let's go ahead and lower the back knee if you have it lifted, and we're going to press the hips back. Pull up on the toes and lengthen forward. And breathe. Feel your body opening up more and more as we ease into things this morning. Maybe it feels good to move the hips around a little bit and explore. Right, and then come back into your lunge. Lifting that back knee. Let's step that foot forward as you inhale. Come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. And we're going to bring that to the other side. So stepping your other leg back, come into a nice deep lunge. And you can lower that back knee. Sinking into the hips, bring your hands to your thigh, lift the heart, shoulders slide down your back. Breathing here. Keeping the shoulders sliding down your back as you inhale, let's reach those arms up. Make sure you keep some space between your shoulders and your ears. Sinking into the hips more and more, keeping the heart nice and open. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, lowering your hand to the mat. You're going to twist to the other side. So whichever side you did before, switching to the other side. Basically, you're twisting in the direction of that leg that you have forward. Good. So exploring your twist here. Breathing into this, giving your body an opportunity to warm up and loosen up this morning. If you want more of a challenge, lift that back knee. Keep exploring your edge. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, lower the hands. Let's lower that back knee. Press the hips back, pull up on the toes, and lengthen forward. Breathing into whatever it is you find, whatever it is you're feeling. Maybe you want to move the hips around a little bit. See what's going on in there. And then inhale, come back into your lunge. So this time, we're going to place the hands flat, lift that back knee, step the right foot back, and come into a bent knee downward facing dog. So pressing the hands down and forward, press those hips back and up, and feel the stretch along your spine. Look towards your navel. Keep your knees bent for this part. Take a few deep breaths here. Start to feel a little bit more of an opening in your shoulders. And you can press into your right heel, get that stretch all the way down your right leg. And you can press into your left heel. Breathing into this. Pressing into your right heel. And into your left heel. Good. Inhale. Now lift both heels high. And as you exhale, press both heels back. And start to move around inside your down dog now. Explore your down dog. Maybe you want to sway your hips over to the left and over to the right. And back to center. Traction your shoulder blades down your back toward your waist. Let your neck get nice and long. And then shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Loosen up your neck. Inhale, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, lower onto your knees. We're going to bring the feet together, knees wide. Sit back on the heels. And let's come into child's pose. And arms can be however you want them to be, extended. You can have one hand resting on top of the other. Rest your forehead. Take a few deep breaths here. And as you breathe into child's pose, let this be an opportunity to get grounded, to feel your connection with Mother Earth. So forehead on the mat, relaxing the back of your neck. And as you breathe, also give your body an opportunity to integrate everything about your experience so far. And empty your mind. Let's make the decision now to go deeper into our practice. Breathe even deeper breaths. Good. And when you're ready, start to explore your way into downward facing dog once again. And softening into your right heel. Extend your left leg back and up. Toes point straight down toward the ground and press into that left heel. And that should feel like a much deeper stretch in that right leg. Now draw the navel in, round your back. Lift your shoulders stack over your wrists now and bring your knee to your nose. Engaging your core here. Hover here. Good. Inhale, extend that leg back and up. Press into your heel. Exhale, round the back, shoulders line up over the wrists, knee to nose. And again. And hover here. Look straight down between the hands, and with as much grace as possible, step that foot forward. Good. And breathe into this. Take a moment. Let's get stable through the feet. So we're kind of on an uneven surface here, so you might need to take a minute to figure out where to position yourself. But you're going to keep that back heel lifted. Hips and shoulders are facing forward. Inhale, let's reach those arms up. Pressing into that back heel, sinking into the hips, breathing deeply. Starting to build strength and endurance in the lower body. Getting stronger, building a solid foundation beneath us to support us as we walk through this life. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, twist to your left, and you can either bring that right arm to the outside of the left thigh, palms together, or bring the right hand on the mat, left arm comes up. Inhale, let's bring both hands back to the mat, left foot steps back, downward facing dog. Remember, if you need to, this is a good time to take a break in child's pose. Be good to yourself with your practice this morning. Softening into your left heel. Extend that right leg back and up. Toes point straight down. Press into the heel until you feel a deeper stretch in that left leg. Inhale, deep breath, and as you exhale, draw the navel in, round the back, shoulders line up over the wrists, knee to nose. Inhale, back. Exhale, round. Inhale, back. Exhale, round. Hover here for a moment, really getting strong in your core, and then step that foot forward. Good. Take a moment, get stable. Working with whatever surface you've got to work with. Good. Sinking into the hips, pressing into that back heel, breathing deeply here. Good. And then we're going to twist. So bring the hands into prayer. Twist to your right. So maybe that left elbow comes to the outside of that right thigh. Maybe that left hand comes to the mat. And that right arm reaches toward the sky. So you have options here. Inhale back to center, both hands on the mat, right foot steps back, downward facing dog. Good, now inhale. Inhale, let's come into plank. So shoulders line up over your wrists, hug the shoulder blades down your back toward your waist. Press your palms into the earth, really establish a strong connection here. Pull the navel up under the rib cage energetically, strong core. Activate your legs, breathe here. Good, inhale, deep breath, exhale, let's press those hips back and up, down dog. And then as you inhale, we're going to walk the hands back toward the feet and come to a standing forward bend at the back edge of the mat. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to here. And let's heel toe the feet wider apart. So let the feet be maybe even as wide as your mat. And then bring your left hand closer to your right hand so that you're looking straight down towards your left hand. Bend your left knee. And as you inhale, reach your right arm up, looking up past your thumb, breathing here. So imagine you're hugging an orange between your chin and your chest, and then rotate and look up past your thumb. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, let's lower. Bring the right hand where the left hand is, bend that right knee. And inhale, let's bring it to the other side. Breathing deeply here. Enjoying the moment, enjoying the breath, and enjoying what it feels like to be in your body. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. And on your next in-breath, let's walk the hands forward again. Come back into your downward facing dog. Stepping that left foot closer to the right foot, extend that right leg back and up. This time we're going to rotate the hips, stack the right hip over the left hip, bend the right knee, flex the right foot, so pull the toes, pull back on the toes. Good. And then on your next in-breath, step that foot all the way forward. Good. Turn and plant the back foot. Square the hips. And let's come into our warrior one. So very powerful, strong, active legs. And imagine that you're using your feet to stretch the mat apart. So turn and plant your back foot for this one. Breathing deeply. Sinking into the hips a little bit more. Now let's interlace the fingers behind the back, extending those arms back, open the heart. Inhale, maybe lift your heart to the sky even more. And as you exhale, twist to the left just a little bit and fold forward. You just want that right shoulder to clear that right thigh. Breathe. Inhale, leading with the heart, come all the way back up. Exhale, lower the hands, right foot steps back, downward facing dog. Realign the spine, reconnect with the breath, breathe deeply here. Remember, you can take a break in child's pose whenever you need to. Softening into the right heel, extend that left leg back and up. This time stack the left hip over the right foot. Right hip, flex the knee, flex the foot. Breathe. And then on your next in-breath, step that left foot forward with as much grace as possible. Turn and plant the back foot. And start to build your warrior one. So for warrior one, both feet are firmly planted. The back foot is turned in a bit because you want to square the hips and the shoulders. Shoulders stack over the hips. Bend that left knee. Lift the heart, breathe deeply. And tap into the warrior energy that you know you have inside of you. There's a reason the ancient yogis called this warrior pose. They wanted us to tap into something within ourselves. So breathe here. Feel what that might have been, what they wanted this asana to teach us. Interlace the fingers behind the back, opening the heart. And then twisting to your right, exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale, let's reach those arms up. Exhale, lower, place the hands. And on your next big in-breath, step that right foot forward. Come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. And now let's heel toe the feet as wide as the mat once again. And bring your right hand front and center. Bend the right knee. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Hug the shoulder blades together. Expand across your chest. Inhale, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if you can explore it a little bit deeper. If you want to take this a little further, you can come into a bind, reaching that right arm through, left arm back, maybe clasping the fingers behind your back. Entirely optional. Look up toward the sky. We have a beautiful view here. Good. Slowly release. And let's bring it to the other side. Bending the left knee, reaching that right arm up. Breathing into this. You can stay here if you want, or you can come into a bind. Breathing into this. And when you're ready, inhale, slowly unwind. Heel toe the feet back to about hip width apart. Come halfway up, flat back, and exhale, fold. Inhale, soft knees, arms out widely with your heart. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Then let's relax our arms down by our sides and just take a few moments, a few breaths to notice how we're feeling. Feel your feet on the ground. Notice what's happening in your body. So this is Tadasana, this is mountain pose. This is how we started the practice, and this mountain pose is probably feeling a little different from the first one we did. Just check in with your body and notice what's changed. Maybe there's some strength that you weren't aware of before. Maybe it wasn't awake yet. Maybe there's a little more flexibility, a little more space. Maybe you're feeling a little more balanced. So closing your eyes, tap into Tadasana, the mountain energy. So again, think about what the yogis wanted this asana to teach us. So what does it feel like to tap into mountain energy? So root down through the feet. Really feel your connection with the ground beneath you. So a mountain has a very solid connection with the earth, coming from the earth. And it reaches and points toward the sky. And it confidently and unapologetically claims its space in this world, right? There's no shyness or insecurity. So tap into that mountain energy. Claim your space in this world. Let's deepen the breath even more now. Bring your hands back into prayer and reconnect with the intention you set at the beginning of the practice. Just check back in with that. Inhale, let's sweep those arms out and up, looking up, reaching up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot steps back. Nice deep lunge here. And then turn and plant the back foot, and we're going to cartwheel the arms up into Warrior Two. So for Warrior Two, that back foot can be perpendicular to the front foot or slightly turned in. Powerful, strong, active legs. Shoulders stack over the hips. Try not to lean forward or back. Drop the shoulders down your back and look out over that right hand with intention. Focused awareness and presence like a warrior. Breathe here. You can look back over that left hand, see what's happening back there. Look forward, maybe sink deep or build even more strength and power in your legs. Good. Let's start to straighten out that right leg. Press the hips back, lengthen forward, and find your triangle. So I'm going to place my hand maybe on the ankle. If you're flexible and you want to bring your hand to the mat, you can do that. Or if you feel tight, slide your hands up until you can keep that leg relatively straight without locking the knee. And then look up toward the sky, breathing deeply here. You can bring that left arm alongside your ear, lengthen that whole left side of your body. Look up toward the sky, keep rotating through the rib cage to stack that left shoulder over the right shoulder. Inhale, deep breath. And then exhale, wrap that left arm behind your back. Maybe your hand comes to your sacrum. Maybe it comes onto your right hip or thigh. Get a deeper rotation through the rib cage, more of an opening through the heart. If you have the strength in your core, you can extend that left arm forward. Check in with your body, see what you're feeling. This may not be for you today. Make sure you can breathe into it. Good, exhale, let's lower the hands, lift that left arm up. Bending the right knee as you press into the feet. Let's come back into warrior two. Good, inhale, deep breath. Exhale, we're going to cartwheel the hands to the mat. And we're going to step that back foot in about maybe a third of the way, if that. And you want to turn the foot forward so the hips are square. Both feet are facing forward. And the back heel is planted. If you can't plant the back heel, step the foot forward a little bit more. Good. Now, with your left hand, maybe a little closer to the right foot, or if this is something that, if you're comfortable with revolved triangle and you can bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot, that's an option. Definitely requires more balance, so just see what works for you today. On your next in-breath, we're going to drop the left hip, lift the right hip, and reach that right arm up, coming into a revolved triangle. Do your best here. Let that be enough. If this feels like too much, just bring your hands to your shins and hang out here. This is perfect. So listen to your body. This is definitely not a beginner's pose, so be kind to yourself with your yoga practice. Breathing deeply, noticing how you feel, noticing maybe where it's tight. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, let's lower both hands to the mat. Slide that left leg back, come back into your lunge. And on your next in-breath, we're going to step that left foot forward. Come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. And on your next big in-breath, arms out wide, lead with your heart, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands into prayer. Let's take a couple of releasing breaths by inhaling through the nose and exhaling with a sigh. So inhale, deep breath in.